The 2025 NHL Draft is a great year for the QMJHL, with Caleb Desnoyers leading the charge, and he might just have the smarts to become a top 6 center in the NHL.
By himself, Desnoyers scores! Hat-trick! Caleb Desnoyers!
Caleb Desnoyers is having a monster season in the QMJHL. He currently sits third in the entire league for points per game with 62 points in 39 games, and leads the best team in the QMJHL, the Moncton Wildcats, by a margin of 17 points, while being 9 months younger than anyone else on the team. On top of having the skill to make that happen, it's really Desnoyers' mindset that's drawing so many rave reviews. From his head coach to our scouting team, everyone seems to agree Desnoyers is just a winner. This is also supported by the fact that Desnoyers always seems to earn his way into a top 6 center role, whether it's the Hadi Cup, the Under-18 World Championship, or even as a freshman on the Moncton Wildcats. Everywhere Desnoyers goes, he plays top 6 minutes. In this video, we'll delve into the smarts that allow Desnoyers to gain his coach's trust so easily, and the main hurdle that stands in his way to doing the same when he inevitably makes his way to the NHL. We'll start with the passing. Desnoyers works at a lower pace when operating in transition. He works simple passing plays into off-puck adjustments to stay in pockets of space, and generally likes to build play incrementally. He's smart, meticulous, and careful in his usage of effort.
High, and it's in behind the goalie. Well, some nights they go Moncton very closely. 8 minutes remaining. Through center, Desnoyers looking for Julius Sup to Desnoyers. The open side, they score!
Let's watch that again. As his defenseman stretches a play, Desnoyers sprints his route into space, takes the puck under pressure, and passes across his opponent's toes. He repositions, then makes a quick read to find the trailer. We see another example of Desnoyers' more refined playmaking here, as he uses his feet to fake the low to high and opens up this gorgeous passing lane.
In front, the pass, blocked by the...
And then another on this play, a couple of crossovers into the corner before finding a seam into the right dot.
Out of the corner, centering pass in front, the quick shot.
A major aspect of Desnoyers' playmaking is his versatility. On this full shift, we see him hit a cross-seam pass here, and then, as he gets the puck back, watch what he does. He absorbs the check before slipping the pass to his teammate to make sure that he stays open. Play continues, he recycles the play to the point, and then he moves off the wall.
Karchik with a one-timer. One knee down, just wide. Desnoyers back to the blue line, Vidicek.
Eventually, the puck moves to the other side, so he repositions to maintain the overload. He gets a chance, then fights for the rebound, and creates another chance for his teammates.
Front, another shot by Collard.
The board details of Desnoyers' passing game really shine on the power play. He frequently fakes passes and absorbs pressure before dishing off, which takes a lot of pressure off of his teammates and frees up time and space for them. The dynamic passing sequences are still sort of a work in progress, but Desnoyers' ability to blend fakes into moves off the wall, bait opponents out of space, and then see the ice well gives him an edge off the cycle, and his tendency to sprint his routes gives him room to expand his game off the rush.
Desnoyers, Loshing, 2-on-1. Desnoyers to Loshing, the shot, they score! Loshing!
Desnoyers already has a pretty refined checking game. He frequently manages to free his hands when pinned along the boards in order to make a play. On the forecheck, he applies smart pressure, often intercepting breakout attempts down low and creating opportunities for his teammates to recover the puck.
Desnoyers showing up to continue. Charlottetown.
He engages proactively, moves his feet to force opponents into making quick decisions, and then moves off puck to benefit from the ensuing chaos. Watch this off-puck adjustment into the slot in order to create a scoring chance for his teammate.
To Desnoyers, side of the net, there's a shot by Smith. Rebound, Lavoie, 2 saves.
Desnoyers is also very physical. He finishes most of his checks, which can make less experienced defenders get rid of the puck quickly on their next shift.
Fortier-Gendron doit se méfier là de Véro. Steiner va récupérer, va envoyer la rondelle. Steiner. Steiner qui va tenter de dégager, mais c'est intercepté par Pekarczyk.
This was especially evident at the Hadi Cup, where he was taking runs at defenders every single chance he got. The checking skills always serve a purpose. He's either passing a message, forcing mistakes, or trying to create the next turnover, and that's a skill that'll help scale his game to the NHL. But on top of being a force on the forecheck, Desnoyers is also mastering the art of high-cycle steals. He loves to reload above the puck, a skill that really matters when playing center, and from that position, he lets his reads take over. Desnoyers pounces into passing lanes, picks off passes at the offensive zone blue line, and starts to cycle again. There are some limitations to this side of Desnoyers' game, once again having to do with dynamism, but this is actually one area that will allow Desnoyers to start experimenting with more dynamic sequences. Given how frequently he finds himself in positions where he's attacking scrambling defenders, he'll start to manipulate their feet, get off the wall, and make more direct attacks happen if he's given the time to develop that side of his game.
Intercepted at the blue line, Desnoyers in front to Collard, he went to take the backhander.
Desnoyers' off-puck smarts allow for more room for growth in his dynamic elements. In the defensive zone, he cycles low, supporting his defenseman on the breakout. Having the play stay ahead of him so often in transition can help him go from this, gliding off the rush, to finding opportunities to pick up speed below the puck. Here we see a slightly more dynamic element. He keeps his feet moving, extends his reach past the defenseman, and creates a passing lane.
Centers it right through the crease, out the other side.
On this next play, Desnoyers forces a turnover with smart pressure, followed by quick crossovers, which is exactly what we're looking for.
Moncton trying to hold the fort. Desnoyers with a bouncing puck.
He cuts behind the net, but then fails to identify an opportunity to lean into his check and cut back against the grain. But being in that position as often as he is will only help him figure this out. Desnoyers also scores most of his goals through off-puck routes, mainly as a result of his lack of dynamism. He has the high-end intelligence to circumvent that. He often times his routes into pockets of space, often landing in the right spot to pot home a rebound.
Good quick shot. Nice save, Ruccia, and who was there to tuck it in? Wow, number 18, Caleb Desnoyers. That Pekarczyk goal. Chipped up on the wall to Pekarczyk, outlet pass, kept in by Leak, stolen again by Pekarczyk. Very elusive, number 88. Here comes Dylan McKinnon. He's going to rip one in, high, over Russo. Bouncing around, over Ruccia. Kept in by the Cats. It'll roll to the front of the net, the backhander. They score! Open net! And who was there but Caleb Desnoyers?
Now let's look at the flashes of dynamic skill. We see a glimpse of it here. A stop fake into a drive down the wall, but Desnoyers rarely chains together dynamic sequences and mostly follows these flashes up with simple plays. We see the other main limiting factor on this next sequence, skating. Desnoyers grades as an average skater on our scale, but his agility holds that grade back. The idea here was dynamic. He manipulated the defender's feet and outweighted him in order to move to his backhand, but his feet couldn't create the required separation to access the space behind him comfortably. That happens again here, and he's forced to cut back and play low to high.
He'll move it on the backhand, turning the other way.
Now when Desnoyers attacks set formations, we see a bit more dynamism, like on this gorgeous toe drag into a shot. But when he uses crossovers in transition, he shows a lot more of it.
Actually fell. Johansson getting up slowly on that one, and he'll head to the bench. Here comes Desnoyers in a one-on-one. Backhander, save there by...
Let's watch that sequence again. This is a great play by Desnoyers. He builds speed under the puck, catches a pass in stride, and attacks the neutral zone with crossovers. As he crosses the offensive zone blue line, inside of a crossover, he exploits the defender's triangle and makes a power move to his backhand. The only thing missing was better timing and a harder net drive. The pattern becomes clear once you know to look for it. Desnoyers only uses dynamism when he needs it. He can use crossovers, he can make deceptive transition plays, but mostly, using his smarts as a separating skill is good enough at this level. We just saw him use crossovers off the faceoff to create a quick break, but now the pace has gone down, both to save energy and to allow Desnoyers to carefully plan his next sequence. As soon as the next attack becomes clear, Desnoyers ups the pace a tiny bit, sets himself inside structure, and goes to work. For Desnoyers to become a top 6 NHL center, the pace will need to become more consistent, and he's in a great position to improve that. He plays in a fluid, high-paced system in which he spends a ton of time along the boards and above the puck. This means that he'll have a lot of opportunities to work on incorporating more dynamic sequences. If he does, goals like these will become a regular occurrence for him. Caleb Desnoyers already has the smarts to exploit openings, and if he learns to create them himself, the sky's the limit for the smartest player in the QMJHL.
Goal scored at 11:37.
Well, we missed a Caleb Desnoyers goal, folks, on the power play. He broke in from the blue line between the two St. John defenders and tapped one home. Caleb Desnoyers.
So that's it for this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe and visit EliteProspects.com for more prospect analysis.